Hey there, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Everything good? Oh my goodness. You all wouldn't believe it, but yay, we're here together, and that's the most important part. I'm so glad you joined me, and we're going to play some hardcore vanilla Minecraft again. Finally. Oh my goodness. So, it was before about 8 a.m. my time when I started the Dragon episode, and it went about an hour. All was good. As I mentioned, I was going to upload that video, have some more coffee, kind of wake up for the day. So, all was good. I set the upload, took about 20 minutes or so, which is really normal. And we'll give you every chance in the world, Zap, while I tell the woeful story of the afternoon. Ooh, look, we can stand up here and look at him. Yeah, so I uploaded to YouTube. Did the little thumbprint, which you guys may have noticed on the last video. Very fun to be able to put the explosion of the dragon up there. That's always good. Although it does give away my mock danger for the description of the video. But those of you guys who've been watching a while knew. Yeah, we no problem. A problem is it took too long and we had to waste extra potions just getting through the stupid thing. But we did, relatively unscathed, except for to our pride. And it was all good. So I was doing the thumbnail, had loads of time, everything was great. I went out on the deck, stood in the sun. It's crisp and cool, but the coffee tasted great while I was drinking it, and had doors and windows kind of open to let it get a little cool in here. It felt, you could feel the kind of chill coming in, which was great. Hopefully that woke me up a little bit. So then I was, the video, I watched it click over from upload complete to processing will begin shortly, and it just kind of sat there for a while, and I'm like, what's going on? Well, then I realized that the stream that I had muted on my TV was just sitting in an hourglass too. I was like, oh no. I looked down, and sure enough, no Wi-Fi internet. It had like literally just conked out. And every once in a while on a weekday, you'll get those kind of blips. I'm sure it was just a carrier switching something over, or some kind of an update or overload that they hadn't anticipated getting dealt with. But it certainly was an unexpected change of pace, where then as soon as I was about ready to go, hey, now I'm stuck again. Nothing to go. So we got night falling still with rain here, looking out our windows. We're just hoping for that crack of thunder. Let's see it happen here. If not, if this weather clears up, then we'll head to the end. That's our real plan for the episode, but any chance we can get to zap, we will zap him. So that was all good. It was, I don't know. I launched Skyrim on my PlayStation, and because you can play that without network services, doesn't make a whole lot of difference. And I had started a new tune. I think I started one not too long ago. Every once in a while, I just say, "Oh yeah, I've been playing a little bit of this." So I'd started a new tune. I don't know what provoked me to do that, but I did, and was oddly enough, I was going to, for anybody who knows the game, I was going to Morthal to go retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Windcaller? Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Jurgen Windcaller. And sure enough, I end up in the second dragon fight of the morning, right over the town of Morthal, and I'm, trying to chase this dragon around. It won't ever sit down. When it does, it's like on the other side of the village, on top of a building. So that was about as challenging as the dragon fight you and I all shared together. So I finally, it lands like a half mile away from the town, finally goes to the ground, and I take him out. And by the time all that's done, I realize that, hey, my internet's back. And this was 10 minutes, if that. So it wasn't a big outage or anything like that. So, yay, all right. Switch everything back over, get ready to record. And I literally started the recording and had the game open. I have it on the little select world, load the game screen at the beginning of each video. So I was right there, ready to go. And the app said that encoding was overloaded, which I think I try to be real careful about that now. I don't think this is going to turn into a storm. But I do try to be very careful because I have noticed I don't watch a lot of my videos. If I do run them, I rarely listen to my own voice. That's kind of weird. I think. I don't know how many other people do, but I think it's odd to listen to yourself talk like that. So, needless to say, I don't. But I have occasionally heard, poor quality, and that's something I want to avoid wherever I can. So we're going. I stopped the whole video and I was like, I guess I'll reboot. So I did clean reboot. I'd run the picture editing software to make the thumbnail, and I'd done the upload and relaunched the game and OBS and everything. So it was. Oh, what? Who's shooting? Who's shooting? Oh. Look, where is this dude? He must be another one that is in the lava. That's how they love to do it. Whenever you're getting shot at and can't find out where it's coming from, it's usually because they're like floating right below the surface of the lava. This is not speeding us on our way. I thought he was a little guy. Kept swinging. Why can't I hit him? Oh, you're big and far away. Perspective. Oh, that was awful. Ha ha ha. Should we go all the way up there to see if we got a tear? Let's do this. How far back do you think he was? Oh, there's lava up here. Oh, I forgot the smooth sand, whatever it is. Slow sand soul stuff. That's really bad. I think we realize this is a big waste of time. We're going the wrong way. I was going back out to the spawn. Now, that's where we come back from on these little journeys. So I have no idea heading out as it's raining like this, what that is likely to do to our weather coming back. But that certainly didn't seem to be developing into a storm. And at a point, it's like, all right, how much longer are we going to waste time sitting around? So the good news is we don't have to cross the whole island to get to our portal this time. Oh, we need despawn those. And then we need some pearls. I think I may just have to jump off the top of the city to use that potion. Just if I carry it around. I don't know why I'm carrying it. Honestly, It's not that often that I would use a slow fall. Oh, look. Let me in. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Alright, so typical first things first. Secure our way home. And then this time we will try to remember to jot down some coordinates so that we can come back here once we inevitably get all tossed and turned around. And thrown off from our pursuits. Oop. Can't have It's just having so much fun. Can I reach you? Oops. A little more extendo than many of our portals end up being, but maybe we can do a little bit of this. This is usually where I start trying to take a few little peeks at what we have around us, what the orientation of the platform is, like a north-south, east-west kind of deal. Go with 2 more here. Alright, should be a nice, ooh, well, this'll work. Nice limited platform, doesn't need to be huge. And I don't even know that we're going to worry too much about side rails, maybe on this side. The other side, I think, is land-based enough that worse should come to worse and we get knocked off, it won't be the end of all. I don't know. What do you guys think? We'll deal with it later if we want to. So, here we go. A little smaller, so maybe a little more remote on the tails. And these are 2 out. Boom, boom, boom. And 1 there. Okay, we got a way home. And I'm going to do this real quick. Tow. The Subspace Tundra Stairway. That was the last note from a few episodes ago. I hadn't used this in quite a while. And portal number 3. Off island? How about that? Someday I'll come back to this and be like, what was I talking about? I don't know if, like, I gotta... It seems too late for, like, a mosquito, but maybe it was heroic last one. Something got me right on the back of the neck yesterday. Alright, never mind. I'm still looking at this thing. Save. So 937, 318, right? That's all we need for there, so that can go away. We can come back. Now, we are facing east, kind of back in, and with all this void, I've got like the edge of the laptop again, kind of right at me. Let's see if I can get a little less of the line off the deal. I get my face looking into the void. You can see that. I'm trying not to look at the thing. You guys see this? What the heck is that? Huh. You know what this calls for. Dun, 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 dun. This may be the most actual use I've ever had out of one of these. I mean, is that just like a lighting thing on another island? See, like these are the other islands. They always have more depth. This is just a weird little... But at least you guys see that now, right? You see I'm not I'm not imagining it. I don't know how well that'll show up. But that is crazy. Oh, there's another one over here. So maybe this is just rendering lighting stuff. I don't even aim at that one very well. So that's an island. That's maybe more of this island. I don't want to zoom in on a creeper. Probably makes him double mad. All right, well, we won't worry about like building some path out to that. I will put the deal away. So again, our island is usually back into the middle of this darkness, and if you can see those things wrapping around, that kind of gives you a feel that this is a huge perimeter that goes all the way around, right? And we know the relation that we had on our side, and we may sit somewhere, I don't know the exact dimensions of the island itself. That would be kind of a cool big project to do. I've definitely built bridges trying to get shulkers back. We may have to do that for the how did we get here? But what we know is, at least as far as we can tell, we want to try to go east or east-northeast, right? The kind of bearing, not northeast, not directly 45 degrees, but staying a little bit more towards east. That's going to take us as far away from the void directly as we can. And what that should do, okay, now we can get rid of that, is kind of keep us off of the other portals spawning points and pointed in a direction that will help us. Now, every good plan has a big challenge. This one is we'd probably like to get to that island, but the diagonals kind of stink. Um, but I guess we're big adventurers. Let's crack the knuckles. Oh, would have been a lot nicer if there was just a big old deal. All right, computer. How we doing here? We got loads of stone. Do not have a decision to freak out on. The fact that we're crouching here. No help from totems when we're doing this. This is just go. Oh, see, this is when it gets, you can get that good rhythm on the diagonal, but, it's so scary when you start going the way that you're not intending. Just a little void bridger. Okay. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. It's just so much scarier when you're getting pushed out towards a point. Alright, we got some end coming. Now we have to angle our view a little bit because the last thing we want is an Enderman to be right below us. Okay, we can breathe. Whew. Any day, any day now. Wow. I don't like the diagonals. Before I want to use that too much for a bridge, if it even becomes a deal, I would. Can you stick a torch on these things? I could do that. Hey, little village, so likely no wings in store for us there. But we can get a direct shot. Hang on a second, guys. I think that has nothing to do with me, but bear with me just a second. Sorry about that. Something loud going up the stairs, but it sounded like they knocked on my door, dropped something, or something that rattled right against it. So anyway, back we go. That's why we don't like diversions and distractions. Let's get some food. Kind of regroup here. Let's top that off and maybe have another one there. And I think we can shorten this crossing just coming over here. May have a little floaty island in between. Let's try to avoid that. We'll come right out to this point. Looks wonderful. Don't. This is like heaven compared to the diagonal. No extra clicking. Just keep it rolling. So does anybody remember? I think we were short one shulker color, right? I mean, I know we lost brown. We have to replace it. But was there one out of the available color palette that we... Okay, I think... I'm just going to try to make a break for it. And hope to get a few shulker shells. This is weird. Oh, what? Did he come in? Is he angry? Or is he fighting the shulkers? Yeah. No shulkers yet. Yeah, I thought I was fighting you at some point. Let's go here. Come on in. Where'd you go? Hey, what's that? Oh, man. I didn't know I was going up the stairs there. Thought the stairs were just on this side. Good. Got you. I saw the pearl over there, so he burned the Enderman. No shulker, though. Darn it. I shouldn't have started talking color. Never count your shulkers before you've got them. No, here, right? Never really been a big fan of the jump method because you get to a certain point and then they're inevitably gonna shulker you. Like this point. And then you're kind of stuck. But maybe we can do this. And now we can go up. Oh, how you like that, huh? Oh, come on. That was stupid. Um, is this the whole thing? We really just fight two shulkers, call it a full... Are you kidding me? Alright, that's the way we came. So our home is like there to there, here, and we want to keep kind of going in this direction, maybe popping. This is all connected, so that's great. Well, knowing that there's nothing out here, just kind of go out towards that darkness there, see what all this landmass has, but kind of keep veering that way. So that's our deal. I'm not even gonna bother with all the goodies. Maybe we'll knock these down. Guess that means we'll take the lights. So I'm going to do the exact opposite of what I just said and take a bunch of stuff. Oh, he's mad. might be better to break the blocks than these little... Oh, okay, he's up close. Can we get inside? All right. Now where are you? Where'd you go? As long as I can't get knocked off the edge of the roof, I'm okay to fight. See, I think that might be the better move there. We don't care. This is an awful shulkerless shulker city. Got those. Yeah, so I was thinking that the basement of the barn, we were talking about how it's kind of drab and stone bricky. So I was thinking, oh, maybe we'll start hanging all of our pillager trophy banners. Yeah, I'm coming. Sunshine. Where you at? Hmm? Where you at? You downstairs? You just you just upset somewhere? There you go. Now where are you? Still upset, huh? So the this is where all our banners are. And as long as we're up here, right here, clear view. Don't know where he's at. A lot of beeping. I don't know if that means garbage guy. All right, so where was our bridge again? It all seems so clear from up high. This is the way we want to go. This is the way we came from. There's our bridge. Let's get a few more of these up. And as I think I illustrated pretty well in the last one, don't over torch. If you over torch, it can get just as bad as if you don't have any torches, because then you just keep encountering stuff from different angles. And remember, I think this is east, so we're just trying to keep kind of veering in that little bit north of east direction. And as far as I know, you can keep heading out in these directions as far as you want to go. And also, I think you've got a pretty good incidence of cities and all that. You know, I think they continue to generate about the same path. Sorry, I'm just checking the time because with that interruption and all that, it gets disjointed, especially as I make these bridges. So we know we're going north now, I think. Yeah. If you're going east and you turn left. So we we turned left. Um, the island that looked to be straight ahead of us in this direction is potentially taller than us, so we may get bumped. This one I think was even, and we're going to go right by it. That's fine. It's weird I left the door to my deck open in the other room just so I could keep, it's so nice, keep the fresh air going and all that. Not have direct internet, but I'm hearing like a weird little clicking noise, and certainly the stuff going up the stairs and the truck beeping and all that kind of stuff is making me double think that. Double think? Kind of. I'm thinking twice. It's a double think, right? It's like double speak. Okay, this is the one. That we'd seen from the distance. So we're getting close, but we're not quite there yet. Want to be careful there. Alright, good little break. Let's reload all our stuff here. Should take care of us. Alright, and now we have another island to explore. And again, we want to kind of veer that way, but we'll see what we can see. Ooh, there. Sheesh. So there's another beacon. Um, Nice and handy for getting home, but what that means in terms of, I guess the first thing is we are heading north, so we're still going the way I thought. Um, and again, I've never loaded all 20 or however many dragons there are. I think it's 20. And maybe there's like an outer ring or something. I don't know. I've only done 5, maybe 6. Um, and they just kind of got scattered around equidistant, just like the ones we've already had, right? But no real rhyme or reason as to what order they were in. Um, I don't know how I just walked under that, but okay. So, like to not make you angry, sir. If I could avoid that, would be great. At some point, this will get another link to our island. It's one of the portals, and as far as I know, they never like double link or anything like that. They just are kind of out there. Maybe I'm wrong though. Again, no. The people who know for certain are the ones that get in there and crank on the code, the mod makers and all that. They know like, okay, yeah, you can have to allow the end to keep going and to have some portals out there. There'll be a second and then a third and then a fourth that all link back to a similar one. But That doesn't appear to be the case here. And what I do know is, while this may not have been revealed from the source, right? We haven't yet, as far as I understand, spawned the dragon that would generate, fought the dragon that will then give this a point to be reached from the end island, the dragon island, whatever you want to call it. So we'd have to still wait on that, but we can come back from here and it'll just put us at one of the other portals on the island, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that, but that's my knowledge is that we'll go back to one of the ones that we already have. That doesn't mean that this is linked to those in terms of getting to it. It just means that it's we can't unlock it just by using the return path back at the main one. It won't go, oh yeah, now you don't need to fight that dragon. This one's right here, that kind of thing. All right, well, here's to having a portal that will be waiting for us when we get to it, and we can come back. Now, this is why directions matter, because after you've done all that, I had no idea that this was east, but that means our bridge and portal is back along that way. I don't know that we'd ever need to return, but just throwing a marker out there probably isn't the worst idea. And now we'll go east and kind of keep veering, looking for Nub. I was trying to think of what I had seen that had clips of old Eddie Murphy, and I think it was the Netflix movies that made us, or whatever it was, that kind of look back at old 70s and 80s movies. And Coming to America, they talked about how, Eddie was a big time star and had some friction, all that. Such a great movie though, and especially having had the new one come out. And that's just one of those, it can never live up to the hype of the first one. Hype, I don't know if that's the right word, but it was such a smash and such an instant classic. Um, and for so many different reasons. I mean, for me, white kid in the Midwest, among other things, because I grow up thinking that any cultures or anything were off limits or out of bounds. We were kind of looking to explore everything. And as a kid, Eddie Murphy was hilarious. And here we go on one of these again. That was very weird. When I was crouched, it was like the near focus was bad. If you look down at the bottom of the island, like way below us there, all that looked sharp. And as I was going, I was like, yeah, I can see those way better than I can see this. East. Still heading east. Yep. Well, nothing to it but to do it. We could just break out the stone. Maybe we should. I don't know. It's quicker. Let's do that. It's a lot of box juggling, but and let's do this while we're at it. We'll keep the end stone. I'm never gonna use that. It was notable it was here. Maybe we'll put pearls on instead, just in case we find ourselves plummeting. Do this. Do that. 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 Alright, I think that's better. And let's go from this little point. Are we going to clear that? Or are we going to bonk our head? So what if we bonk our head? We got a helmet on, right? Here we go, loop-de-loop. Is that where the loop-de-loop came from? Old golden oldie song. Doop, 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 doop. This is the tough part, man. End episodes can be non-stop action, or they can be a lot of this. And I'm really glad we've got a lot of terrain to move out on. I hope we're moving out and away from the island and just too much open nether. I mean, it feels like we're out in the middle of the void. We are over the void, but out in the middle of nowhere. But we know we're headed for the Head Bonker Island and then the inevitable larger landmass, which we're seeing come into view below us. So we must have made it underneath that island. Hey. Alrighty. Now what do we got? Whole lot of nothing. Shouldn't always sprint. Definitely wears out our food supply. Remind me at some point when we get back and are hanging out with Zap, wondering when he can get sparked, that we need to harvest those cows. I think last time we fed them and they got so full that we could barely get out. So they're definitely ready. Just kind of coming out here. I think ultimately we're going to go over on that wing or finger or whatever you want to call it. But we'll go out here and kind of look around to see if there's anything out in this distance. We've got more island from there. Anything city. Don't want to fall off. Would be bad. Okay, so more we can get to if we get out on this other side and it doesn't go anywhere, we can then loop or back around and do those actually connect? I think they do a ways back. We'll figure it out. Just watch out for holes. Sometimes they'll go all the way through. Pretty rare. I mean, you're pretty safe just jumping around, but that would be an awful, awful way to lose a world. Like, oh yeah, we're all good. We're hanging out, looking for cities, get some shulker boxes, some more wings, and then falling. Oh my goodness. I still, just thinking about that makes me think of our arrival at the island where it apparently hadn't spawned us and then put us on that block after it had shown me falling. Oh. I mean, that was, it felt like this world had been going forever at that point, but we were just babes at that point. Imagine if that happened now. Okay, game. Played your game. We went to your one kind of like token city. It was more of just a building. I mean, I don't think you can really call that a city. By any conventional sense. Definitely getting off towards the north, which is okay. I mean, we're way out there now. And in theory, if those do all kind of pinwheel around, see? That's why you don't mess around with this kind of stuff. Okay, we'll do that side then. Oh, oh, this is going to be a mess. Okay, we might have another one of these just to get over off of this again. We shall see. Torch up here where it should be very visible. We see anything out there. Check time. Sip coffee. 53. I know I'm running again. Is that a city? Just a weird little tuft of stuff. Let's go for this easy connection here. Oh, why? Why are you so much... There. Oh, now I have to sneeze. Oh no. See how it's weird? It's like fuzzying out the top blocks, but way in the distance, all that's totally crystal clear. My totem is crystal clear. So strange. Some point we will connect to a block that, or not. That might need a pillar. Is that another portal out there? You see that? Ender vent. I'm trying to look at something. See it over there? Yes. Now is it distracting us from other cities? Don't know. But let's get connected over there. We still have enough to make a good crossing here. And we can probably just go straight line this time. I don't know, maybe it's just the pattern, but particularly on the diagonal, like those blocks seem pretty good, right? I mean, it's got the texture of the stone, so it's not going to get really harsh lines anyway, but particularly when we were laying them diagonally there, it just seemed like they were very fuzzy and everything else visible in the game wasn't. So I don't know, maybe that's just the textures against the contrast of the void. Anyway, when we get over to this portal, we'll probably do the same stairs and platform deal. Have it ready to go. And if we were at 53, and depending on how long it takes us to get anchored to land here. Why? I guess we'll just keep going. Weird level shelf things. Stop! You did not. Oh, that's the weird noise. I thought he was ready to fight. Alright. It's over here. Looks like it's shockingly accessible. That's weird. Two out. I almost anchored to the top of that. Again, we can afford to be pretty small here. If we come through this and it kicks us out on edge and we fall off, we just drop down to the ground, right? So this one is pretty easy. We don't need safety rails. We don't need a big platform. It's just good as is. So quick and dirty. Grab up all these chorus fruits. And I think we'll look down, but call that a good place to wrap up. We are at an hour and 10 seconds, so about as close as we could be for an end episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Sorry for the random noises and distractions we having to check, but thanks for coming along to the end with me. We will continue. We'll just keep going until we've. I doesn't have to be wings, but we certainly need to find another city that at least has some more shulkers to help us round out all that. So, and hopefully has a ship for more loot there. Anyway, we'll continue that in the next episode. So if you want to know when that drops, hit the subscribe button or check Twitter. I will be posting when those videos show up. Until then, take care. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye.